Good morning, Mountainside Church. So good to be with you here again today. I'm going to be continuing my series on the life of Samson, and today's lesson is called "The Seasons of Samson." So before Samson met Delilah, he was actually engaged to another woman. So he had met this other Philistine woman as well. He had fallen in love with her, and he'd gotten engaged to her. And remember, I told you about the story about the lion and how he had found honey in this lion. Well, he was so inspired by this that when he was hanging out with all of her friends in the town that she was in, he made a bet with the people of the town, and he proposed this parable to them and said, if you can understand what this parable is, I will give you 30 garments of clothes, but if you cannot get this parable in 14 days and cannot understand what it is, then you must give me 30 garments of clothes. So the people took him to the test and they were like, okay, cool, tell us what this parable is. So he told them this parable, and it was a parable about finding honey in this hard place. And he was trying to explain what it was. And I don't understand what was going through his mind or why anyone would actually understand what was going on. But anyway, what happened was this wife that he was now going to be, or he was engaged to and was going to get married to, the people of the town realized after about 8 or 9 days that they were going to lose all their clothes, and they didn't want to do this. So they put pressure on her and said to her, go to Samson and get what the answer of this parable is from Samson. Put pressure on him and try and persuade him to give us the answer. So this woman went every single night and she put pressure on Samson and was like, Samson, please tell me what this answer is. Please, I'm your wife. Trust me. I'm going to be your wife. You can trust me with this. Tell me what this answer to this parable is. So Samson, after a while of saying no, but then being worn down, finally on the last night caved and gave her the answer. She immediately ran to the town and told them the town. The next day they came and they demanded the 30 garments of linen from him. And he got so angry that he actually ended up killing the entire town in response. And I remember reading this and I was absolutely blown away, because it felt like God had prepared him in one season for what was going to happen in the next season. The exact same situation happened with Delilah. When he was with Delilah put pressure on him and pressure on him and pressure on him to figure out where the source of his strength was. And he finally caved. And when he caved, everything collapsed. And I felt like the Lord was using the small season, the season of nothing, the season of a small moment in life to teach him and prepare him for the next thing. And it made me sort of wake up to my own life and realize, what is God teaching me? In this season, what is God preparing me for that I can carry into the next season? I feel like we so often bumble through life that we don't actually take note of what God is doing and what God might be preparing us for the next. So I want to encourage you today. Take a moment, slow down, look at your life, look at what God is doing, and ask yourself, what is God teaching you? What is God showing you? What might be preparing you for the next season? What lessons can you wake up to and hold and carry with you into the next season? Well, I hope that encourages you today. God is walking with you and journeying with you and knows every season that you are going through, and He is evidently and intricately involved in your life. And I hope that you will see that today. We look forward to seeing you on Friday.